Yay, now it says recording. Hey team, hey! It is Amy and Christine, and it is Monday, August 27th, and this is our Visions of Success. Isn't that what we're calling it? I think so. Group, and we're so excited to kick it off tonight. You know, we left you guys hanging for a little bit through August, but we were trying to get First Step built so we could kind of work this around it so that you guys could utilize it. Not just learn how to use it yourselves and use what the content that's in the group yourself, maybe even go back and redo things that you may not have done the best way the first time, but also to learn how to teach your teams going forward, whether you have a team of 1 or a team of 100, doesn't really matter. Like, this is the best group to utilize people to get them going, to get them started, or to even restart them, you know? A lot of us, when we came in, I mean, Christine and I will tell you, we were a hot mess when we joined. We didn't know what we were doing. Like, we had no clue what we were doing. We didn't have a back office. We didn't have brochures. Our products were horribly ugly looking. I mean, like, it's no wonder we did anything with what we had. Am I right?
Yes.
I mean, it was awful.
Yeah.
But we persevered and we never gave up. And that's kind of what we want to talk to you guys about, is really just digging your heels in and not giving up, because that's really the only way that you're not going to be successful with Plexus. And we wanted to, hopefully you guys have all had a chance to look at units 1 and 2, which is really, what did we say, Christine? It's really just the welcome, and then it was step 1.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Has everybody had a chance to look at that in the First Step group and the videos and stuff within those? Yay, nay? It's okay. We won't shame you. Yes, you did. Okay. So we wanted to chat with you first about, obviously, the videos in the welcome. Hopefully you guys watched those. We're not really going to touch on those. If you didn't, go back and watch them. But we really wanted to talk about step 1, which is really unit 2. Step 1 is all about.
Just a second. So we all know that we're talking about our group, the Goal Diggers First Steps. Everybody knows that. Okay, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. Wow, what was that?
I printed it.
Oh, you go. Put it in a binder.
I'm going to.
Awesome, Mary. Love it.
Bethany's asking if anyone else had any issue looking at the links from the phone. She couldn't do it from the phone, but
yeah, I did. Yeah, I had to just go into YouTube, and first I couldn't even get into any of the units on my phone, and now I can get into them on my phone, but the links don't work. So
yeah, that's the problem I was having.
Yeah, I knew what the video was, so I just went into YouTube and type, and just put it in there. So
I think from your phone, being on just on the wall of that group works okay. Am I correct or no?
Oh, mine does not. I can't really see anything on the wall.
If you go into the discussion of the group, not the units.
No,
I could read the units from my phone. The links didn't work.
Okay. All right. So units is a pretty new thing with Facebook. So it's kind of we're testing it out. Only social learning groups have units. And the reason we like it is because as you're going through it, you're able to click done and kind of track what you've done, and also be able to help your teammates track what they've done. Because a lot of times you kind of forget, what you've done so far. Especially if this, we're hoping with duplication, obviously you're not going to have to recreate this group again because it's there already for you. But if you wanted to do like a learning-based group, you can create something on your own eventually down the road, and you can see what has worked for you and what hasn't. And hopefully these units the bugs will work out of them. And that was one of the things, the clicking the links in the units is definitely something. I think that's a Facebook-based issue.
Yeah.
It's done.
Now, for me, it does work if you go into if you don't click on units and you just do it off of the wall, then it will work now.
Yeah, off the wall, you'll be able to click the links and everything. But if you go into the unit, the links, some people are having issues with it, some people aren't.
Yeah, my units is blank.
What's that?
When I click units at the top, it's blank. Nothing comes up at all.
Yeah.
And do you have an iPhone or do you have a Droid?
I have a Droid.
That's most people having issues with the units have Droids.
Okay. Yeah, because mine is blank. I have to see everything right from the wall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm thinking eventually it'll get worked out, but we'll leave it there for now. I mean, that's why I kind of put it in both places, on the wall and in units, just to view it wherever you can view it, right? But one of the biggest things that I wanted to talk about with this unit, and it's not something that's like really drilled down in the unit, but it's really being coachable, right? And what does that look like? For me, when I'm working with someone, if I'm coaching someone, one of the most frustrating things, and I'm sure you guys will see this as you become a leader, is you're trying to troubleshoot with people. And you're like, hey, you know what? Like, one of the things I'm thinking is this. And they're like, yeah, already did that. Yep, tried that. Did that. That didn't work. We are telling you as leaders to try this for a reason. And perhaps you did try it. And it didn't work. Can we mute everyone out because I'm getting feedback? Yeah. Perhaps you did try it and it didn't work, but maybe say, you know what? I'm not so sure that I tried it, but I must not be doing it the right way. Can you what you're doing? Help explain to me what you're doing so that I can kind of do it the right way or do it the way that you're suggesting. But also being coachable and being open-minded to hearing feedback, right? Network marketing is such an interesting business because we're also used to being, how many people are in like a 9-to-5 where you have like a manager, right? And you have someone telling you what to do. We're also used to either being the boss or being bossed, right? And so it's a different shift when you come to network marketing where it's kind of optional, right? Like Christine doesn't have to listen to me. I'm her upline, and I could tell her all day long, but she could be like, what's Amy know? Like, I don't care. She's not doing it the right way, whatever. If people that came before you know that it works, listen to them, right? Or if there is someone in this business that you like and you respect and you've kind of gravitated towards, I don't know, Sarah Marble, Helen, Sonia Dudley, if there's somebody that you've like gravitated towards, watch what they're doing. Duplicate what they're doing. That's being coachable. It's being open to changing your thoughts, your visions, your ideas, your way of doing things. So I just want to make sure that before we get started, all of us are agreeing to being coachable, right? All right. And when Christine and I are giving feedback, it's not us shaming you. You know, it is us wanting to help you get to a place of growth. Because what I know is when I get to a place of growth, my money grows, my team grows, they grow, right? I grow as a person. My friendship realm grows. Like everything grows when I'm open to change and ideas that are coming in. So I just want to make sure before we get diving in that everybody's agreeing to being coachable. What's that?
It's constructive criticism.
Yeah.
And it's nothing personal. Like, you know, Amy gives me plenty of constructive criticism. And, you know, we have coaches when you get to a certain level, and it's just we all want to see each other succeed. Mm-hmm. So that's all, you know, you just have to take the advice and, like Amy said, of people who have gone before you, and step out of your comfort zone, which I know is holding back a lot of people, and watch yourself grow.
Mm-hmm. I love that. So true. And I never give her constructive feedback. I don't know what she's talking about.
Maybe not about this.
So one of the things that we wanted to talk about tonight is, we're going to talk about social media, and we're going to talk about branding yourself a little bit, and we're going to talk about what that looks like. And so first question I have for all of you is, how many of you are comfortable with sharing Plexus on social media? Yes? Sharing publicly on your wall, social media, yes? Okay. All right, so we have 3 out of 4. I'm going to say that I don't necessarily know that right now that the messages that are being put out on social media match the hands that were being raised. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
I just left I left Brenda's phone off because I think that's where the feedback was coming, so we can also talk. But
okay.
And again, don't take this personally. And we obviously, I'm gonna put this out there because you guys are all my team right now. Obviously Amy's too, but we talk. Amy wants to see me grow. I want to see you guys grow. We talk about how can we help you all grow. So we do watch what you're doing or not doing. We talk about, Amy asks me questions on what advice have I given all of you. So, I'm just going to put it out there. Like, I know that a lot of, a few of you are scared, nervous, about.
Steve, don't beat around the bush. Just tell us.
Okay.
You people need to stop relying on your customer groups, okay?
No customer groups or posting at all. Like, Brenda, you need to start posting.
I need to do lives. I already know that.
Yeah, I can't hear Brenda.
Me too.
I'm scared because I feel that I just don't know the product enough.
Okay, so what do you think that you could do to change that?
And I've taken some pictures of the drink. I put a nice lemon and a lime in it on the side. It's pretty on my back porch. And I think about it all the time. And I freeze up.
Okay, so what is your fear in your head that's keeping you from just posting?
Well, first of all, I want to feel a little bit better myself after taking the product, and I don't yet. And so I'm having a hard time promoting it when I don't feel really good yet. So I was thinking maybe I should just give it another month until I feel as good as Christine does.
Okay, I'm just going to throw this out there. So Amy joined, and within 30 days, the first month, she was gold. So I was gold in my second month. So if we had waited, like we started sharing immediately. I'll never forget. I really seriously will never forget. First, I sent it to this little group. We had a little group chat when we started, and I ordered like Plexus t-shirts and a Plexus bottle, and I just will never forget unwrapping it. And first, I sent a picture to our little group that we had, our chat, and said how excited I was. And then I just went ahead and I posted that on my wall. Like, Plexus was now a part of my life, and I was excited to see how it was going to make me feel. I didn't feel anything yet, and I know for me personally, like I have other health issues. So, I do get discouraged. You think I don't get discouraged when I see other people who have joined 2 months ago and they've already lost 10 pounds? Like, I've never lost 10 pounds in 5 years. I've lost some inches, but my health issues are from the inside. So people aren't actually going to see that. But I started sharing other people's stories. So if you truly are in this because you want to make money, then you can't wait. I mean, if you're not in this because you're not sure, well, maybe I want to do this as a business. Like, you guys are here because you told us, I want this. I want to build a business. So if you want to build a business, then you gotta just start.
Build away.
You gotta just start.
I know.
I mean, I'm just going to share with you. Okay, so 2 things I want to share with you. I want to share with you a personal story about Plexus, and I want to share with you a story about my dad. So my dad's an entrepreneur. He worked for an insurance company. This is before I was born. And the man decided, I'm going to open a boat business. My dad didn't know anything about boats, engines. The man couldn't even swim. Can we start there? Couldn't even swim. Didn't know a thing about boats or engines, and decided, I'm just going to open a business and start selling some boats. Like, who does that? I don't know. I want to share that because there are people selling selling us stuff every day of the week that they don't believe in, right? That they don't even have proof or any reason to believe in. But with Plexus, you have everybody's stories around you. You know, you have my weight loss story. I started as a size 20. I'm asking people to join me with health and happiness as a size 20. Like, if anybody can share Plexus, it's a fat girl who believes in herself enough to put herself out there, because I knew that if I had friends join me, I would be more successful. That's the reason that I joined. I also joined because my husband was extremely overweight, and I knew that if I could do something that was easy for him, he would be successful, therefore lose the weight, therefore feel better, have more energy, have less health problems. So like Christine's saying, you can wait if you want to. You're going to have results. You're going to have success. I don't know what results you are looking for before you share, but I will tell you, if you're a red, are you in this for the business? Are you mainly here because you want the business?
Yeah.
Then you need to just hit post. And when you're sharing, when I was sharing in the beginning, I got to gold without really having my own personal success. I was saying, hey, check out my friend Christine. Hey, check out my friend Amy. Use my post that I did yesterday of my husband. Oh my gosh, I just had to share. Look, Plexus works for men too. This is my friend Amy's husband. Doesn't he look great? I'm sure he feels great. You know, whatever. Use other people's stories. Like, that's the only way you're going to be able to share in the beginning while you're getting your own. And when people ask you, hey, Brenda, what's this done for you? Well, you know what? I just started Plexus, but I know because it's helped this person do X, Y, Z, it's going to help me do the same thing. Mm-hmm. Right? You're in this business, and I will say it until I die. Your posture is everything. If you believe in the products and you know that they're working for you, and you know that they're working for other people, it will. If you're like, well, I'm not sure, I don't really know, I'm going to take some cute pictures.
Oh, I know. I keep saying the testimonials are fantastic.
They're amazing.
I know. I'll get on the horse. I'll go. I'll ride.
All right, let's do it.
Thank you.
And this is the thing with this group. We've got a community of people here, right? So
I know it is fantastic.
If really you post something and you're not getting
I've seen it, and it's very nice.
But that's what we're here for. If somebody asks you a question and you're like, I don't know, you know, what is the answer? I'm not sure. We're all here to help you. You know, we'll comment on your posts. We'll do whatever it takes to help you be successful in this. That's what it's all about. So don't fear posting.
And you're not starting a customer group. And
no. Now for the rest of you.
Well, Mary and Roxanne are posting in their business group.
Okay.
I'm gonna stop.
That is a fantastic way to start.
No, I stopped mine. I'm on my personal wall now.
Okay, good. Mary?
I've done both. I've done both.
Here's what I want to say. If Plexus Success was around when I started Plexus, you best believe I would not have my own little group, because third-party validation is everything. It's everything, you guys. And in there, hello, people are posting. Lots of people are posting, not just me posting, right? If it's just me trying to convince you, all right, yeah, you might buy, you might bite, you know, but if it's a bunch of other people and you're like, wow, like look at this person's story, look at that person's story, it's a lot more enticing. So break the ties with your customer group altogether. I want it to be gone. Like, post in there tomorrow. Hey guys, I just want to let you know I'm a part of this amazing group. It's very similar to this, but the culture is the same. But gosh, the testimonies over there, it would take me years to copy and paste the testimonies. So I'm going to be utilizing, sorry, screaming baby being put to bed. I'm going to be utilizing this over here from now on, and then maybe pop in a week or two and say, hey guys, just as a reminder, if you want to be added, you know, and then even message people individually, you know, but I would cut ties with a customer group. Number one, we all have such a limited time in our days Why waste time on figuring out what you're going to post? When are you going to post it? I got to track people at the right time of day. That's exhausting. It's already being done for you, right? All you have to do is add tag message.
As far as testimonials go.
Right. That's what I mean. Yeah. And then you just add your own testimonials in there. And guys, it doesn't have to be, I lost 50 pounds. Like a testimonial is, I made it through Sesame Street yesterday without killing my kids or anybody else. Like, can I get an amen? Thank you, Plexus, Vital Biome, whatever. Like, it can be funny like that, but it's true, because how many other moms out there are like, oh dear Lord, like, yes, I need some of that in my life, right? So don't think when you're on your journey that your testimony has to be some earth-shattering success. It doesn't at all. It can be little tiny things that we take for granted because of Plexus. All right, so let's talk a little bit about branding ourselves. Number one, I want to make sure that everybody has a really pretty profile picture. I don't want to see a cat, a dog, a graphic, a grandchild, a child. Like, I mean, if your child is in it with you, that's fantastic. But I want to see your pretty face. Because you have to think two things. What's my brand / message? And who am I talking to? Right? So what am I saying and who am I saying it to? So if you are, I'm just going to say, if my message is mainly about, momming and just being a mom and being a special needs mom and getting through every day, and my profile pic is of a cat, people are going to be like, what? Like, this girl's all over the place, right? So you want your brand to match throughout your page. Like, you want to have a consistent brand. And who are you talking to? You guys kind of have to figure that out. And it might take you a couple days to really kind of wrap your head around that. Well, who am I? I don't know. What am I trying to say to people? Most of you are probably going to say, I don't have a brand. I'm a boring person. That's what 99% of people say. So I want you to start thinking, like, what do you do? What are your interests? What are your hobbies? Who do you like to talk to? Where do you like to go? What do you like to do? Those are all your brand. Are you someone that sews? Are you someone that roller skates? I don't know. Whatever it is that you do, that's your brand, right? All right, so we're gonna work on that. We're gonna come back to that next week. So I want you all to work on what's your brand, what's your message, and who you talking to. But in that, when we're branding ourselves, especially if we're using any type of social media, especially Facebook, I want you all, and Christine wants you to clean up your Facebook pages. Both of us, and this is total constructive, we love you criticism. First thing, I would make sure that I approve all posts. So if people are posting, and tagging you and things like, hey, Christine, check this out. I mean, some of you all have like videos of like milkshakes being made. That's great. Like, that matches our brand. I'm not sure how, right? Like, or of what else did I see? Different, very yummy looking ingredients and, those delish things, like how to make a Reese pie or whatever. It doesn't match our brand, and I know that we're all, unless your brand is all about cooking, then that's awesome. Like, then keep that going, but it should be posted by you then, right? If you've got a lot of things being posted by other people, like Christine was talking, for example, Christine posted and tagged me in it. I saw it, I commented on it, but I have not approved it to my page yet for several reasons. One, we're in the same business together. We have a lot of the same network, being Down syndrome, right? So I usually wait a day or two to approve posts that people tag me in, as to not take away from Christine's value that she added in posting that. So she put a post out about how Plexus brought us together, basically, well, a friend brought us together, and then Plexus has kind of kept us together and built this amazing friendship out of us. That's an attraction post for her. That is a post where she wants to attract people and let them see this amazing community that we have. Christine and I, a big part of our community together is Down syndrome. If I add that to my timeline immediately right now, I'm taking away a little bit from Christine's business, or I could potentially, right? And I want her to succeed because she's my level one, right? So I'm going to wait a day or two to approve that post. That's just something that I've always done. The other thing that I've never done is when I'm posting about something, even if it's like, hey, check out so-and-so's weight loss journey. I can't say I never did it. I used to do it. I don't do it anymore. I'm not going to tag Christine in a before and after picture of Christine. Yes, I want people to know that I know who this girl is, but it's just fine by me to say, check out my friend Christine. They don't have to know that it's Christine Savicki, and here's why. I don't want them to then click on her profile. Let's say I'm a red, right? Let's say I've investigated Plexus a little bit, and I go, person that tagged me is a such and such level. Person that she tagged in the post is a higher level than that. I think I'm going to take my chances on the person that knows the business more, right? And people do that, guys, in network marketing. Like if you've attracted somebody and you don't even know, right? You don't know that what they've done with network marketing before. You have no idea. You just put it out there on Facebook. So be conscious of what you're tagging, how you're tagging, and the tags that you are added in. So if you do not have the security set up to delete tags or to approve tags, I would do it tonight because a lot of you have a lot of clutter on your page. So let's work on decluttering. If you put a post out there and you did it just for like giggles and you thought it was funny and, you know, whatever, it's a funny video or whatever, and it didn't really get you much attraction or attention, delete it. If it's not adding value to your page, delete it. Because all the clutter, it's a lot. Events. I'm about to go to Hawaii, right? I'm about to have 50 different people probably tagging me in their posts. Oh, we're in Hawaii, blah, 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 blah. I am not going to approve a one. So if you're going to events with Plexus people, Roxanne, you should probably make the post yourself and not approve that person's, right? Because you want it to come from you. You want your friends are going to see your posts versus Christine's, right? They're going to see what you post. It's going to appear on their newsfeed. It may look great to have Christine's on there too, and you could keep it on there too, you know, because it's not like 50 of them. But I would have created my own post and said, oh my gosh, I love Rachel Hollis, just came back from this movie. I love the people. I love my tribe, right? But a lot of us, we go, well, it's already been said. Christine did it for me, right? We can say that, or we can post it ourselves. And you're going to get so much more attention on that post. Like if you go and look at Christine's post, Roxanne, I bet you not any of your people commented on it or liked it. But if you posted it yourself, you might have had people that aren't in Plexus, aren't in network marketing, or maybe they are in network marketing, but they're in a different network marketing company that you could attract to either be a customer or to win them over as an ambassador. So I would make sure that I'm doing that. Not to call you out. I love you. Remember. So that's one thing that I would do. Being too salesy, guys. Like, some of us are just way too salesy when we do post.
Graphics.
Yeah, graphics. Way too many before and afters. Like, I like to balance mine. I don't do very many before and afters. I actually have to get back to doing some more of them. But I'm big on storytelling. Like, I love telling the story of what it's doing, what it's done, who it's helping, how it's helped me, how it's helped others. I think stories tell, and stories sell. They do the work for you. So that's kind of like going back to your testimony, right? Like, it doesn't have to be a gigantic before and after, but it can be worked into Sesame. Went to Sesame yesterday, had the most amazing time, you know, even financially. Like, I look back at my life 5 years ago, there's no way that financially we would have been able to afford Sesame like on a random Sunday. Like, any little thing that you can work Plexus in to make it a story, to make it relatable, and to tug at people's heartstrings, that's what network marketing is. It's relationships. It's adding value to people's day. Is your Facebook feed adding value to someone else? And if it's not, then you have to look at that and figure out how to make that happen. You know, a lot of us, and me, like when social media started kind of evolving, I was kind of resistant. I was like, well, it's my Facebook. I can put on it whatever I want. Like this is my story to tell. But if you guys really truly want this for the business, you have to look at it as not just your story to tell, but also the business to sell, right? Like, so you've got to be able to blend the two of them then. And I love, Brenda, that you took a beautiful picture of your slim on your back porch. That's great. Like, incorporate that somehow into, you know, I'm all about pretty pictures. Like, if you can sell it and make it look good in a packaged, cute little picture, like, do it. Some of the best people in our business, Jessica Heffley, Tamara Holloway, Christy Hall, Rebecca Folks, Timmy Yancey, they take pictures like nobody I've ever seen. Like, I will never look like them. Let's be clear. My life will never look like them. But man, like, they probably go somewhere one day and take hundreds of pictures, and then they're set for the month, right? So if you're thinking like a business person, I love that, Brenda, that you set up your pink drink and you made it look pretty with the lemon and whatever. How else can you set up your pink drink? Take it somewhere else in the house and take another picture of that same pink drink to use next week. Nobody's going to know it's the same one if it's in a different, maybe add raspberries to it this time, you know, like, and this is stuff that I do now. Like, or if I'm taking a picture of myself, a selfie, and I have my hair up and I'm wearing my hoodie, well, maybe I'll go put on a jean jacket and I'll put on some fancy earrings. Nobody knows. To them, it looks like a different day. So how can we be smart about marketing ourselves on Facebook is really what needs to be our focus. Snapchat filter pictures, goodness sakes, like, they're cute. They're so cute. You look precious as a dog. You really do. But I'm not really sure how it helps you share your plexus. I'm really not. Like, if it's just hey, this is me and my kid and we're doing some cute Snapchat filters and that's your post for the day, that's one thing. But some people, my heavens, like, it's like, here's my pink drink and I'm a puppy. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's me. Christine, you take it. I don't know. Maybe it's me.
No, it's definitely not. I have nothing. Wow, I'm getting some meeting. Like, the other day I did some Snapchats with my kids. Like, first of all, it's with my kids, and I know that that's going to draw people in. And I did some Snapchats and put them in a collage and said, just some Snapchat fun before we embark on our next adventure. Mm-hmm. And I didn't put plexus in there, but that draws people in. Number one, the picture of my kids is drawing them in. And number two, the fact that I'm going away again. Do you know how many people in the past, God, probably since the spring, that I have bumped into and they're like, geez, where are you going next, you gypsy? Like, people, you know, they're joking around, but they want that too. And they want to know where I'm going next. They're following me because they want to know where I'm going next. So there's nothing wrong. Like, that was just a random post, but I wasn't holding my pink drink like that. I wasn't branding myself with a Snapchat photo. Okay. Yeah. I was using Snapchat as an attraction, but I wasn't branding myself and talking about plexus while I had the filter on. So, so there's nothing wrong with using Snapchat, but don't use it in conjunction when you're trying to attract people as far as, if you're going to be mentioning plexus. Yeah. But, I hope that you guys listen to those videos that were in the step one, because I really, really, really loved Tara Castaneda's Keeping It Real. Mm-hmm. Like, she really is keeping it real. And when she's talking about what to post, what not to post, how many times to post, I posted 3 times today. You have to continually post. You can't think that you're going to post once and hope and cross your fingers and cross your toes that somebody's going to see your post. Because the person that's on at 6 a.m. is not going to be the same person who's on at 6 p.m. Yeah. But somebody who's on at 6 p.m. may be attracted to whatever post you made and is going to go hop onto your page and see a post that you did make at 6 a.m. So it's really important to be consistent with your products and with building your business and with posting on Facebook and posting the right way. And it doesn't mean that you're annoying people. Like I posted 3 times today, but I haven't posted Plexus, all day. I've just posted about, I've made posts that are going to attract people to my page. So, and that are going to get interaction. And it's all about building that relationship with the people who are commenting and liking my photos. So if you have not listened, if you didn't listen to that yet, or any of those videos that are attached to the step 1, then you have to.
Yeah.
You have to.
And I think that going back to branding yourself, that this is so important, when you are keeping it real. Like, I think both of my posts today were very like mom related. One was about, it was just a funny thing. Like, my kid comes to me and says, I'm bored, and they're coming to me for advice. The lady's standing in front of the dishes, like washing dishes. Like, it was just like a funny thing. But as a mom, I want to relate to other moms. I want to keep other moms engaged in what I'm doing and what I'm saying, because chances are they're either stay-at-home moms or they're moms that are struggling to balance life and work. And I want to attract them to what I have going on. And so I know that if I'm keeping it real with Mommin over here, and I'm also throwing in some disability world stuff, and I got a lot of Plexus adventures happening, and, people are going to pay attention to me. So I'm keeping my brand messaging pretty straightforward. If you're somebody that likes to work out and you're really into fitness and that's who you're trying to attract, maybe even working on doing a couple quick videos like, hey, I often get asked, how I have great abs. I don't know. This is an easy way to start. 30 seconds a day, a minute a day. I don't work out, Bethany. This is you I'm talking to clearly. But you can attract people that maybe want to or aspire to work out like you, right? Like, I look at you and I'm intimidated. I'm like, I can't work out like that. But maybe there are people that aspire to work out like you, and maybe you can encourage them to want to just join your journey and your page by saying, hey, look, this didn't happen overnight, right? Like, this isn't yesterday I looked a certain way and today I'm all health and fitness. Like, I'm going to show you some easy steps to help get you started to health and fitness, and then I might tune in. Like, what's that? She said just 5 minutes a day. Okay, I'm in. I can do 5 minutes a day, Bethany. I sure can. Yes, I can. I can commit to that, right? And then you're growing an audience. Okay, now we got the 5-minute thing going. Like, now I want to show you something for people that are more serious, that are ready to kick it up a notch, right? Build your brand. Build on your people. It's constantly evolving. I recognize right now that my brand is toddlers and little kids. It's not going to be toddlers and little kids in 5 years. It's going to be school-age kids and high school age, right? So my brand is going to constantly be evolving. And so you have to evolve your brand as it's evolving. And so I want you to think about that this week as you're looking at your brand and you're trying to figure out, who the heck am I? I'm the most boring person on earth. Why would anyone want to listen to me? Like, these are all the things that I said to myself, like, okay, great. Well, I'm a Down syndrome mama. Like, I only have value to add to Down syndrome mamas. Wrong. I'm a mom who's struggling just like every other mom out there to just get things done in the day, right? And so if I'm being relatable and I'm keeping it real with people, they're going to follow me because they're going, well, wait a minute. She's going to Hawaii. She's driving a Lexus. She's doing all these things now, right? But how about before I was doing it? Wow, before Plexus, she was a little more tired. She wasn't as happy and excited. Like, my story evolved, right? Like, you guys are not going to have the story of Alexis in Hawaii right now, but you can have, wow, I used to see her on Facebook and she would post here and there, but gosh, her posts now are like excited and she seems energized and happy for life and, whatever. I have to follow what she's doing. There's actually an Emerald couple that I'm following, and I'm loving watching the transformation of their journey. And like, one has lost a significant amount of weight recently, the husband, and I'm watching what they're doing because they're changing their brand. And I don't know what their new brand is going to be, but I can tell that they're ramping it up. He lost all this weight. They're a lot more sunshine and excited. I'm excited to watch them. I'm excited to tune into them on Facebook. So ask yourself, as you're branding yourself, is this something that people are going to want to tune into? Are people going to care?
I think that what I notice a lot with a lot of the posting that is going on, and like Amy, like I am into storytelling and I am not a storyteller. I'll tell you, first of all, 2 things. When I joined Texas, I was not a salesperson, and I still don't feel like I'm a salesperson. I was an accountant who sat behind a desk and crunched numbers and sat on a computer. Boring, so boring. Never in a million years did I think this would be something I would be doing and talking to people and having, I just never thought. Second off, now I lost my train of thought. What did I first start to say?
Storytelling.
Storytelling. I'll tell you, I'm a math person, okay? I can't sit down and write a paper. The thought of sitting down and writing a paper makes me cringe. So I had to learn how to be a storyteller. And listen, it's true when they say that we are paid storytellers, okay? So I see a lot of posts out there, with your pink drink or anything, okay? Maybe you have some energy, your pink drink is giving you some energy, but tell the story behind it. Tell the story behind what that energy is allowing you to do and accomplish for the day. Tell the story about where you were 3 years ago and that you didn't have the energy to do certain things, or save that to the end. Take a picture with your pink drink and talk about, what you did this weekend. And then at the end be like, thanks to this little pink drink, I had the energy to, whatever it was that you had to do. Can't imagine 3 years ago, I would have never been able to do this. So it's about telling a story, and it may be difficult for you. I'm not saying that it's not difficult, because I know I'm not telling you anything that I don't know, but I know that I had to change the way I did things. When I first started, we were sharing testimonial after testimonial, and I still share testimonials because I know that still attracts people. But I had to force myself to step out of my comfort zone and follow the people who were telling stories and who were above me, like we're telling you to do, who have gone before me. This is what has made them successful. And so that's what I had to force myself and learn how to do. So instead of there needs to be more behind your posts.
Mm-hmm. A lot of substance.
Yeah, there needs to be more substance behind them.
I will say that 2 years ago, Super Saturday 2017, I was presenting in Houston. And right before we went, compliance cracked down and they were like, you can have testimonials, that's fine, but you can't mention this. Can't mention pounds lost, whatever. You can't mention diseases. And everybody's like, how am I going to tell my story? How am I going to tell my story? So everybody had to kind of figure out what they were doing. I was with the company at that point in time, 3.5 years. And I will tell you, I have never heard a testimony like the one of a woman that stood up and talked about her weight loss journey. Okay. I could get up all day long and tell people that I lost 60 pounds. Okay. One, people are either going to tune in and be like, well, I don't have to lose 60 pounds. Or people are going to say, oh, well, that could never happen to me. Or gosh, I wonder how long that would take to happen to me. That's just where your head goes, right? She got up and she said, 2 summers ago, I went to an amusement park with my sons, and I had to do the walk of shame when I couldn't fit into the roller coaster. I could not buckle the seat down over myself on a roller coaster. I just came back from an amusement park with my kids, and we rode every single ride from 9 a.m. to midnight. That is powerful, because I don't know how many times in my life I've gone to get on a ride and I'm like, oh dear God. I just went to Sesame Place. I had to squeeze my hips in the swing thing that takes you around and around. when you have had a weight problem, it's something that you think about every time you walk up to a ride. Am I going to be able to pull this thing down? Am I going to be able to buckle the seatbelt, right? Sharing your story about a seatbelt on an airplane. I love it when people do that too. Like, things that people relate to. A number sometimes seems too far away for most people. Just like if I said to you, hey, you want to be diamond? Yeah, okay, yeah, I want to be diamond. If you're a silver, you can't even dream that big yet, right? You got to dream of gold. You've got to take it in steps. But if you can visualize it in something that impacts you more in your life than just a number by telling a story, think of that story as you're going through your day. How can that story impact the people that you are talking to, the message that you're delivering?
Truth bomb.
Truth bomb. So branding, you guys are going to work on that this week. We'll come back next week. We're going to figure out who we were. And you guys can chat about it in the group. Hey, this is what I'm thinking about for my brand. What do you think? Take a look at my Facebook page. Do you think that reflects me? This is what I'm into. Is my Facebook page looking like that? We're all here for one another to help. I don't want friends in here. They're going to tell me my butt looks small in my skinny jeans when it doesn't. Okay. We're all here to help each other grow our business. And the only way to do that is with being coachable and being open and honest with each other. So if a friend in here is reaching out and saying, hey, what do you think? You got to give honest feedback, but you have to also be open and willing to receive it. All right? Everybody agree to that? It's all in love.
Like Brody said yesterday, this is totally off topic, but I got upset with him last night. And then after we discussed it and stuff, and I said, so what do you think about that, Brody? He goes, well, we were like this, but now we're like this.
Oh my God, I love that kid.
Good.
So we're going to keep it like this. We won't be this. We'll be here.
Yep.
All of us.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously though, guys, if you're trying to figure out your branding, put it in that chat. Like, we'll all work with each other to help incorporate it, run ideas through. We're more successful as a group than we are independently, right? I mean, you can sign
alone.
You can sign 40 level ones. It's not going to get you anywhere. You got to have people building with you.
Yeah. Like, we didn't do this alone. Like, we have maybe we don't have the same chat that we had 4 years ago, but we had a chat. Mm-hmm. And Amy and I are still we're really the only two who have really dove in and really grew, but we couldn't have done it without a little community. Mm-hmm. So take advantage and learn from each other, support each other. We need a comment on a post. That's what the chat is for.
100%.
Ask questions. Don't feel like there's no question is a stupid question. It really isn't. This is what we're here for. So,
and don't feel like, oh my God, Amy and Christine are so busy, I can't ask them. I may not respond to you within, a couple of hours. I may have other things happening, but I promise I will get back to you. Usually within that same day, if not by the next day. So don't feel like we're too busy to reach out to. I promise I will get back to you.
Okay. Is everybody good with tonight?
Time for gold diggers.
Time for gold diggers.
Time for gold diggers.
So hop on over there.
All right, guys.
All right, guys. We'll talk to you. Actually, you know what? Before we hang up, I'm going to stop this recording.